What's up, YouTube? Wesley here with Mountains, Mushrooms, and Mary Jane again with the do-it-yourself mushroom enthusiast segment. This right here is just going to be about some supplies that you'll want to gather in order to be successful with your mushroom growing, as far as making agar, your own ryeberry jars, and what to use to sterilize those things. So I will be going over those right now, and here we go. Alright, so here we go. We have quite a few supplies on this table that I'm going to be going over, and what they're going to be used for and how you can find them. So to start, first we are going to be talking about how we're going to make agar dishes, which will be these things. Still a little bit of moisture in there, but that is a homemade do-it-yourself agar dish. So these are going to be the supplies you'll want for that. First, you're going to want some Telephone brand agar powder. You can usually find this at any of your local Chinese stores or any of those kind of ethnic stores that might be in your local area. We'll usually have these for $1 or so a pack. Very, very cheap. Then you're going to want some food coloring. This one is optional, but it will help you spot contamination a lot faster. So some food coloring is good. Then from there, instead of using any kind of yeast, we're just going to go with the Hungry Jack mashed potatoes that you can see right there. And with that, you will just do a 3-2-1 recipe. So you would do 3 grams of the potato flakes, 2 grams of the agar powder, and then you'll want some corn syrup or honey, which are both right here. And I usually like to do a little mix of both. So the 3-2-1 ratio would be 3 grams potato flakes, 2 grams agar powder, and 1 gram corn syrup or honey. So I usually do double that to make about I would say 10 of these little condiment container agar dishes. So basically I would double that, and I would do 6 grams potato flakes, 4 grams agar powder, and then 1 gram corn syrup and 1 gram honey. So that is the very simple agar recipe that I will be going over. You will also want a pressure cooker, which I have right there just to the left, for both of these processes. To make your own agar and to make your own ryeberries, you're going to want that as well. Now I have this jar right here, which is what you'll use to mix all the agar solution in, and then you will cap it and have it about a quarter turn back so it doesn't seal completely when you go to pressure cook it. And then you'll pressure cook this at 15 psi for about 30 minutes. It'll still be liquidy in there. You can use a electronic thermostat reader to read the temperature on the agar if you want to go that route, in order to know when it's going to start solidifying. Usually right around 100 degrees or lower is when it will start solidifying. But how I get around not having to do that is I will wait a few minutes for it to cool off, and I'll kind of touch it. And if it's too hot for me to really hold it, then I won't pour it yet. If I can only touch it for a second before it feels like it's going to burn me, then it's too hot. If I can hold it for about 5 to 10 seconds before it feels like it's getting really hot, then I know it's good to pour. Now, for making your own ryeberry jars, gypsum is very hard to find in stores these days. Food grade or gardening gypsum is very hard to find, so you pretty much have to look online for that. But from there, you can get your whole rye organic from Natural Grocers. And this bag right here is about $2 to buy, and it easily makes about 3 to 4 tall jars. I think they're a little more than a pint, the ones that I use. The ones that I got right there are actually pint jars. The ones that I'm able to fill 3 to 4 of these with, I actually got from Midwest Growers, and I've just been reusing them. But one bag will fill about 3 to 4 of those. So I'm guessing about 3 to 4 of the pint jars as well. Now the pint jars there are for your rye berries. Those are ones that I bought so I can make my own, because I only have 3 of the ones I've been reusing, so I needed to get some more. So you can get 12 pint mason jars for about 10-11 bucks at Walmart, so super cheap. And then from there you just order online some micro pour tape basically, or stickers, and some self-healing injection ports. And then you just drill some holes and attach those to the top of the lids, and you have your rye berry lids, or your rye berry jars as well. From there, you just soak them for a while, cook them a little bit, and then pressure cook them. And we will go through all that as well. But these are definitely some supplies you'll want, so I wanted to go through that. So basically, you'll definitely want a pressure cooker, some mason jars, some whole rye from Natural Grocers, potato flakes, some kind of glass dispensing dish for your agar dishes, some honey or corn syrup or both, some food coloring, and this is what your little stickers will look like. You can find them on Amazon. And then that's a self-healing injection port. This lid is very old and not going to be reused, but I just wanted to bring it out to show you guys what they look like. And you can find those, packages with both of them in there for $10 or less. And you just simply drill a hole into the mason jar lids and then attach that, wipe it down with some alcohol, make sure it dries, stick that on there, stick this one on there. There's ones that you can stick on like this one is, or there's ones that you can fit through the hole as well. And that is how you get your rye berry jar, so that you have your air exchange, and so you have your self-healing injection ports. From there, you're going to want whatever kind of spores you want to use. These are Pearl Oyster Gourmet. And I'm going to actually be going through the process of putting these to agar with you guys, and then letting the agar grow. From there, I'm going to make a liquid culture out of it. And then from there, I'm going to make rye berry jar, and I'm going to inoculate the rye berry jar with the liquid culture made from this spore syringe. And you guys will see that whole setup so that you guys can know how to do it when you want to get to do it. And you can do this with just about any kind of mushroom that's out there. So it's a very simple process. Everything is actually fairly inexpensive, a lot more inexpensive than buying from a lot of these companies that are selling the kits and stuff. And it's all a very simple process, just gotta be very clean. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it helps with the supplies that you will need. Also, some other supplies before I go that you will definitely need is the condiment cups, unless you want to do petri dishes. These can be found very cheap at just about any grocery store. And you're going to want a scale to measure out your ingredients when you make your agar. Beyond that, that should be everything that you should need. And I look forward to you guys watching the upcoming videos. Let me know if there's anything that I missed or that you would like to see in the near future. Thank you again, and have a peaceful, love-filled day. This is Mountain Mushrooms and Mary Jane. See you later.